plus is 20K. Where do you want to go from here?
Um, that's just a big investment. I'm gonna have to talk to my wife about that.
Okay, totally
Yeah.
fair. Just so I can make sure, we're not putting out on the street or anything like that, is is the 20K going to have you out on the corner shaking a jar for change, or is it something that you would be able to work towards?
I mean, that's just a really big investment. It's something I could work towards, but it's a big chunk of change, you know? So
Yeah,
yeah.
no, totally. I get that. Well, let me ask you, do you feel like the program, the mentorship, the kind of,
Wouldn't I wouldn't accept that. That's kind of I'm still in the gray area on whether or not he can afford this. So he said I can work, yeah, I can work towards that, right? That's still giving him an out to get off the call. So you do have to be watchful of language like that, right? So I would just instead of adding on to the question, I would just blanket it and just say, okay, is that something that would put you out on the street if you were to do it? Right. And just let it sit there. So that way he can either give you a definite yes or a definite no. Right.
okay,
That's what I would do.
okay.
Okay. Re-ask that question. So say
Oh,
it's 20K. Yeah.
okay. Okay. So would the 20K put you out on the street and have you on the corner shaking a jar for change, or is that something that you would be able to work towards so that we can get you to where you need to
Not
be?
work towards. Not work towards. I would say fish out the work towards because if you give them that out, they will take that out. They be like, yeah, I mean, I could work towards it. Then at that point, they have an out to get off the call to figure out if they could work towards it, right? What I would say is like, is that something that will put you out on the street? Like, can you actually make that work if this would get you to where you want to be? Okay, something like that along those lines. Um, that's what I would ask them. Don't say work towards.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you said, hold on. You said, would this put you out on the street if we could? How does that make sense? Hold on.
Just say, if you were to do this, is it something that would put you out on the street if you were to do it today?
If you were
Just
to
simplify.
if you were to do this today, would this put you out on the street?
Yeah, you can just run it like that. Just keep it clear cut, simple. That way, it's either a definite yes or a no. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, let's rerun it. So just start it from that point right there where you asked that question.
So if we were to do this today, Paul, would this put you out on the street?
Hey, real quick. So, if you are in high ticket sales and you are absolutely struggling with discovery, you don't know what to do during objections, or just your pitch is a little bit shaky, overall, if you are having issues when it comes to taking money from your prospects, I want to help you. So, what I want to show you is basically an entire school community that I have of closers who are there to excel and there to do better. So if you want help from discovery, pitch, objections to just general key skills, follow up, referrals, anything that you can think of, landing roles when it comes to real sales mastery, there is help for you in this free school community. And then there's also essentially a calendar of coaching calls that you can actually join as well, where we will help you directly to improve your sales. We'll role play, we'll do call reviews, pretty much everything that you would need to be successful in sales. Okay. So if you want to join that, you'll also be able to see some of my live sales calls. Just click the link below and I'll see you there. Bye bye.